back to the weekly What's Up and happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm Tori Nagel.
And I'm Alex Ernst.
And this is your Weird National News. Last Wednesday, a 70-year-old man was arrested for robbing a bank in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. According to NBC New York, George Hernandez entered the bank on North Ocean Boulevard around 9 a.m. demanding cash. After gathering his loot, Hernandez escaped in a taxi just outside. Fortunately, no customers were in the bank when Hernandez entered, and no one was injured.
Interesting.
7 years old, man, still need money.
According to the Huffington Post, a female baby was born with 2 heads on Wednesday morning. Currently, she is alive and healthy. The mother could not afford an ultrasound, so this was a surprise at the time of delivery. The twins have 2 heads, 2 necks, and 2 spines, but only 1 body. As you can guess, chances of survival are extremely slim. Surgery is a possibility to save the twins' life, but is extremely challenging, and the baby has to be in a stable condition before this would take place. I can't even imagine the shock of the hospital when this occurred.
And the poor mother, oh my gosh. I hope that the surgery goes well.
I hope so.
A woman wins the lottery with the numbers in her fortune cookie. NBC New York reports that Emma Duval won $2 million after using the numbers from inside of her Chinese cookie. I was surprised but pleased, said Duval. She plans to travel to Switzerland but invest the majority of her winnings.
$2 million. I can't even imagine what I would do with all that money.
I can think of some things for a start. Maybe, pay for college.
That's a start. A man was charged with 2 DUIs in the same night at the same McDonald's parking lot in New York. According to the Huffington Post, Zachary Boynton hit a car in the drive-through lane, then drove into the building when he returned about 4 hours later. His BAC level was at a 0.25%, more than 3 times the legal limit. These aren't his first DUIs. It's a shame that he got in his car intoxicated both times, but thank goodness no one was injured.
Maybe 3rd time's a charm, maybe after that he'll learn his lesson.
I hope he learned his lesson already.
Apparently not. Let's go down under for this next story, where a python ate a Chihuahua mix while it was tied up in an owner's backyard. The Sydney Herald reports that a possum-sized dog was tied up in the backyard in Cubana, New South Wales. The owner went outside to untie the dog Thursday morning, and she was shocked to find a python with a bulge in its body and the dog's collar hanging out of its mouth. Sue Ulott of the Wildlife Information and Rescue Service told the Herald that the snake was over 50 years old, and since the dog was tied up, it had no chance of escape.
Oh, poor dog.
It's like out of a horror movie or something.
I mean, it's wildlife. I mean, I'm happy the snake was fed, but still, the poor owner's dog. Next in the Huffington Post, 200 very infectious chickens were rescued from just one house. This is one of the most extreme cases of animal hoarding. Sadly, all of the birds had to be euthanized because they were suffering from a very contagious respiratory disease. No humans' lives were threatened, but the house was quarantined and the owners were evicted. Hopefully, the 2 owners will be charged with animal neglect charges.
Is animal hoarding like a thing that people do? They just like to have
Crazy people.
This is news to me. Authorities in New Jersey are searching for a woman who bit another woman's finger while arguing over a parking space. According to ABC News, the search is on for a woman who bit Tanya Knight Joseph outside of Cherry Hill Mall last Saturday. Joseph Knight was arguing with 2 women who claimed she stole their parking spot until one woman attacked her. Hospital workers x-rayed Joseph Knight's finger and couldn't believe the bite was caused by a human. Police say when caught, the biter will face aggravated assault charges.
If you're mad, you go to bite someone's finger?
It's the only logical choice.
According to the UPI, a man took his pet Chihuahua with him on a bank robbery. He managed to get away with quite a sum of cash. He was carrying a shopping basket with him with his dog in it. He demanded money at Chase Bank from the cashier, then got away on foot. By the time the police arrived at the scene, the man and his Chihuahua were gone. No one was hurt, and the robber is yet to be found.
Man, little dogs in these stories.
Lots of Chihuahuas.
Recurring theme. That's all for our Weird National News, but stay tuned because when we come back, we have Susanna and Jacob with this or that.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, and welcome back to Weekly What's Up. I'm Susanna Shepard.
And I'm Jacob Clore.
And this is This or That.
Today, since it's St. Patrick's Day, we're going to argue points about the different drinking holidays. Holla. Well, I'm going to be arguing for St. Patrick's Day.
And I'm arguing for the other famous drinking holiday, Cinco de Mayo.
Awesome. Well, the first point we're going to discuss is the different color schemes of the holidays. Personally, I think the color green is quite an amazing color. I think it pretty much goes well with a lot of different things. I mean, you have like green vegetables. I mean, at Turner Place today, they had green bagels at Burgers. I mean, it's just a really great color, and it just kind of brings like a sense of joy in life, I think.
If those bagels were spinach flavored, I would not have eaten them though.
Mm-hmm.
Vegetables are not my thing.
Ah.
However, Cinco de Mayo, they have a different color scheme. It's actually the colors red, green, and white, which represent the Mexican flag, which is, to give you a little historical background on the holiday, Cinco de Mayo is a holiday from way back in 1861 when the French tried to overtake the country, and they had a little band of ragtag soldiers who stood up, and they were actually outnumbered 3-1 when the French came, and they beat the French. So it's kind of like when you think about Cinco de Mayo, it's like a victory celebration.
Yeah, but I think it's kind of cool how like St. Patrick's Day has that one color. It's like green, and like everybody wears it. I mean, on Cinco de Mayo you have like 3 different sets of colors, so it's kind of like, which one do I wear?
But it's a little easier that way. Like, what if you don't have anything green in your closet?
I mean, you need to buy something quick, or else I'll pinch you.
Well, at least we lucked out. No pinches for us. I
Yeah.
have pinched a couple people today, though.
I think the whole historical background of St. Patrick's Day is, I think is a lot cooler because you have St. Patrick's, who was actually born in Britain and not Ireland, and he went to Ireland and he pretty much cast out paganism. You have like the whole snake myth, like the snakes were, you don't have any snakes in Ireland, which is actually a myth because there were never any snakes to begin with, but it's kind of cool, you see the connection. And it's just really great how they have like a sense of like a moral code now, I guess.
So basically, the patron saint of Ireland isn't even from Ireland. That's kind of hypocritical, don't you think?
Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter because he spent most of his time there. Just because you weren't born there doesn't mean you can like identify with a country or something like that.
He did help them out a lot.
Yeah.
I can give him that. And then let's get to the main reason why we celebrate these in present day: alcohol. When you think of Cinco de Mayo, you mainly think of tequila, margaritas especially, which is a nice cool drink if you've never had one, mixed with lemon, lime, a little salt around the edge. You can have it shaken or stirred, so there's a variety, and they're pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I think the cool thing about the drinks on St. Patrick's Day is that you have like a wide variety. She's mentioned like the wide variety of like margarita, which is like 2 different ways to have it. But like on St. Patrick's Day, you have so many different kinds of beer that you can enjoy. Like there's just so many kinds. I mean, and then you have like the whole alcohol content difference. So like you can have more beer than you can have like shots of tequila. So you can like enjoy it more like throughout the night rather than like, you know, like maybe a margarita or 2 before you get wasted.
I also think that it's a preference of environment. Like, if you think about St. Patrick's Day, you're normally thinking about a pub at night with a bunch of people cheering and maybe singing, drinking, throwing back some beers and stuff. And then when you think of Cinco de Mayo, typically because Mexico is a tropical, for the most part, environment, you're like on the beach, drinking, having fun, wearing some sombreros maybe. I do own a sombrero that I do bring out on Cinco de Mayo.
We'll have to bring it out then.
There might be a mariachi band where you're at. Those are the coolest, especially if you've gone downtown to Elrod's. Every once in a while they have one there. I would love to celebrate Cinco de Mayo at Elrod's. Is there even like a pub-ish type, I mean, other than the bars, but I mean.
I guess there's not like I'm not too well versed in like downtown Blacksburg, but I don't think there are like any pubs per se. I know there's like a lot of bars that celebrate St. Patrick's Day, and I'm sure there's a lot of people, you know, getting prepared for tonight, but like, I don't
Are you
think
going to try the green beer tonight?
No. I don't know. Green beer, I mean, that's one thing. I don't know. I'm not too much of a beer drinker, but.
And another thing that's awesome to celebrate about these holidays is the difference of food. While you're drinking whatever drink you decide to choose, there's Mexican food. You can go downtown to Elrod's and get some. Or there's Taco Bell for the cheap college kids like me, and you can get some chips and salsa or queso, guac, chimichangas, enchiladas, tacos. It goes on, and they are all amazing.
I love your whole spin on the pronunciation of chimichanga.
You know,
Chimichanga.
I try to get a little authentic, I guess, you know.
I think the thing about the food during St. Patrick's Day is that it's something that you don't really come across all the time. It's, unless you're like really, really Irish and you have that food, you know, at home, it's kind of something that's reserved for that St. Patrick's Day atmosphere. I mean, you have the different mix of like potatoes and the beef and the vegetables, and I think those are all like really good foods, and I really enjoy them. I think they're really good. And unlike Mexican, which you can get like pretty much everywhere every day throughout the year. I think this is more of a thing, at least in my family, that we would reserve for like more St. Patrick's Day. I think it makes it special.
But is getting Mexican food all day, every day quite a bad thing? I think it's awesome.
I mean, it's great. It's just
It's just another excuse to eat it.
It's not-
I don't need an excuse, but I mean,
it's just kind of like something that you have a lot, so it's not exactly as special, if you get what I mean.
I understand. I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
And a thing about St. Patrick's Day, they do have a shepherd's pie, named after me, shepherd's pie.
Haha, Susanna Shepherd. And they have another thing about the food. It's not exactly Irish, but McDonald's Samrock Shake, minty. It's
Those
good.
are gross. Those are rough. I don't
They're
like
so
those.
good.
I don't
I mean,
like
come
them.
on.
I'm not a fan. Stay away.
I
Stay
mean,
away.
granted, they are like sometimes hit or miss, but most of the times they're pretty good, and they have like the nice balance of the vanilla and the mint ice cream.
Maybe
so.
it was just the experience I had because I've only tried one and I thought it was pretty nasty.
Yeah, maybe you should try it another time and see what you think. Usually it'll be more consistent about the second time.
Maybe. Well, that's all we have for This or That. Stay tuned because next we have Olivia and Corey with Girls vs. Food. May the luck of the Irish be with you.
Hi, and welcome back to the weekly What's Up. I'm Corey Purvis.
And I'm Olivia Bracia. And this is
Girls vs. Food. In the spirit of St. Patrick's Day, today we're going to have a little drinking contest, but actually we're going to be avoiding drinking at all costs.
That's right. We are going to battle each other in a series of St. Patrick Day trivia, and the loser has to drink from the grog. We have put a concoction of pretty nasty things together, and the winner will get to watch the others suffer.
All right, should we put it together then?
I guess we should.
We'll make it up.
Here's our
None of
cup.
these things have to do with St. Patrick's Day, but
It's just supposed to be as
Yeah.
disgusting as possible. So you list
I
what you
have-
got.
Okay, I have cranberry juice. I didn't feel like bringing the whole thing, so I have a nice green water bottle. Cranberry juice. I have an Arnold Palmer. It's my favorite.
It's a tea.
Yeah, it's like iced tea lemonade.
Okay.
A little more of that in there. And then salsa. I did feel like bringing the whole jar of this though. That sounds good.
Ooh, baby.
Mmm. Oh God, that's chunky.
All right.
All right. You
And
can
my
go ahead now.
contribution, just a bunch of condiments. Mayonnaise.
Ugh.
Oh,
my God. Oh my God, that's
I
rough.
really hope I win.
Same.
You hope I win?
Funny.
Barbecue sauce. I've heard of people doing this, and there'll be like cough syrup in there and vinegar and just like
For
it's
why?
unavoidable to get sick. Like you're gonna throw up. So, fingers crossed. Honey mustard sauce from Hooky Grill. Oh my God, this is disgusting. And the hot sauce to finish it out.
Oh,
Well,
this looks good. Oh my God, that's so disgusting.
that looks good.
I'm kidding.
That does not.
I'm kidding.
It looks terrible. All right, and here we have our grog. Question 1. The patron saint for Ireland was born in Ireland. True or false?
Well, actually, I did some research back in the day, and I've learned that he was actually born in England, so he was not born in Ireland.
That is true, so you got one right. Question 2. Which of the following is considered the traditional Irish meal on St. Patrick's Day? A. Brittingham's Irish stew. B. Dijon glazed corned beef. Or C. Irish bacon and cabbage.
I always thought it was corned beef and cabbage, but that's not a choice. So, I don't know. I guess I'll have to go maybe Irish stew.
Nope. It's C. Irish bacon and cabbage.
Oh God.
So that's one against you.
God, no.
All right. Question 3. The city of Chicago dyes its river green to celebrate. What year did this tradition begin in? A. 1959, B. 1962, or C. 1968?
I feel like dyeing a river green sounds kind of psychedelic, so I'm gonna go with the late 60s in 1968.
Nope. 1962.
no.
Okay. Question 4. The shamrock, the symbol of Ireland, has how many clovers? A. 2, B.
3, or C, 4?
3.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, you can get that
Not
one.
crazy. All right.
All right. Question 5. According to Irish legend, you must do what to the Blarney Stone to gain the gift of gab? And in case you guys didn't know, the gift of gab is the ability to speak eloquently or with fluency. A, rub it. B, stare at it for 5 minutes. Or C, kiss it.
Oh, like kissing the Blarney Stone.
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
okay.
easy. All right, so you got,
I got 3. Missed 2.
yeah, you
Okay.
got 3. All right,
Okay.
I can do this.
I have 4
All right.
questions. So,
Okay, I only got, okay.
so you
all right,
get 3, but no one can miss 1.
All right.
Okay. First question is, which American city dyes the river green on St. Patrick's Day? Let's hope you get this one right.
Chicago.
I won't even give you the choices. Yes, we went over this already. Okay, the next one is, how many U.S. presidents claim to have Irish ancestry? A, 12, B, 19, or C, 14?
C, 14.
No, it's B, 19. That's the one.
I can't look at the grog.
Oh, God. All right, question 3. What is the national symbol of Ireland? A, a cross, B, a Celtic knot, or C, a harp?
A harp.
Very good. Very good. Surprised you
So
knew that one.
smart.
Yeah. And finally, question 4. How did St. Patrick make the snakes disappear from Ireland? A, by pounding his drums, B, flooding the country, or C, burning the country?
I'd have to say pounding drums.
Nailed it. Good stuff.
Well, what do we do now?
I don't know, we tied. I feel like we
So
owe
collected
our...
from the grog.
God, I feel like we owe that to our viewers.
I mean,
my God.
2 reactions is better than 1, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Do you want to drink it or
Spoon
eat it like a spoon?
Spoon it?
Spoon it.
Spoon it.
That way we get all the lovely chunks inside of it.
Mm,
You want to ask what those, or explain what those chunks are?
that's mayonnaise.
That'd be mayonnaise.
Mmm. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Alrighty.
Time's up.
So nasty.
Oh my god, I'm actually gonna throw up.
It tastes like throw up going in.
Ooh, god. Oh my god. What's with this? Okay. Well, happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Well,
Hope yours is better than ours.
that's all for Girls versus Food, but stay tuned because God, it stays in your mouth. Stay tuned because when we come back, we have Macy and Rhiannon with weird world facts.
Welcome back to the Weekly What's Up. I'm Rhiannon Miller.
And I'm Macy Kinder, and on today's show, we will be discussing colleges and the real true facts that come with them.
Typically, the worst paying majors are social work, theology, elementary education, music, Spanish, horticulture education, fine arts, hospitality, tourism, and drama.
So, what do they mean by like fine arts? Is that a
I
curiosity?
guess like theater.
'Cause I'm a
basic-
comm major. Is that?
Yeah,
is
but
that-
when I was reading about it, we're good.
we're good. We're both
communication
comm
majors
majors
are
here.
good.
Okay, so
But
you will be making. Is it about?
that's the worst paying majors.
Okay, so we're good.
We're
in the clear.
We're good, yes.
Okay, I kind of feel bad. Like education,
know.
like don't you kind of think though that if you want smart people in the world, you should
Should
have like
educated people.
yeah, educated people teaching them.
Well, my mom is a teacher, and she.
I just feel bad. Like
It's
they're
not
the ones
like
that
it.
make the doctors
know.
and all those people. The majors with the best pay include engineering, economics, and physics. Okay, that makes sense.
That
though.
does make sense, but I wish I could do that. There's no way I could
Become a
major
comm major, make $500,000 a year,
And then you're
just call it a day.
an engineer and make $500 million
Yes.
a year. Famous college dropouts include Reggie Jackson, Steve Jobs, Ben Affleck, Woody Allen, Hans Christian Andersen, Dan Aykroyd, Kate Beckinsale, James Cameron, and Mark Zuckerberg.
I almost feel like that's not a motivation to finish college. When you think about all the
Yeah, of
successful people that
course.
never went, you're like, why do I even need to go?
Especially
Because they
yeah.
never had a career
I know.
or like a college, diploma.
And I know if I did that, I'd be the one on the street.
Yeah,
If I was
exactly.
trying to follow
And they
in their
created their
footsteps.
businesses, didn't they? Because
Mhm.
I'm sure they didn't get like an internship without a college degree.
I know.
Approximately 2.94 million U.S. students graduate from more than 27,000 high schools each year, meaning each college applicant is competing against 27,000 valedictorians, 20,000 salutatorians, and 27,000 government presidents and 27,000 editors-in-chief.
Wow, that makes me feel really upset about my life.
But hold on, that's kind of a good thing. If you're competing against all these people, like
And
we
you're
got-
here.
Yeah, I feel good. I'm
I
at
do.
tech. I clearly beat out some people,
We
right?
beat out 2.94 million people.
And so that's a good thing.
That is a great
So I
thing.
mean, you may have not gone to like Harvard,
Harvard.
but you know.
Speaking of the Ivy League schools, Yale selects a freshman class of 1,300 from nearly 20,000 applications each year.
I feel like that's not a lot of applicants, and that's probably just because they have like a really like
Yeah.
rigorous selection.
Well, did you know I almost actually went to Harvard?
Hold on, what?
Yeah. I toured the school and everything, but it was not for me. I was going to play softball there.
No way.
Yeah. I went there for like a couple days, but I did not fit in. There was not one blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl there. I
So
promise.
you're in like one of like 1,300
I know.
students.
How cool would that have been?
Very select.
But I wouldn't have been able to meet you.
I know. Then we wouldn't be here right now. 8 U.S. colleges make up the Ivy League: Brown, Columbia, Cornell, Dartmouth, Harvard, Penn, Princeton, and Yale. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I thought Dartmouth was like a made-up college in Twilight. Like, I'm not trying to bring Twilight into this, but I thought it was. I didn't know that was real.
Yeah. I mean,
Real
it would be
college.
cool to go there, but Virginia Tech is just way cooler than that. Harvard receives the largest financial endowments of any institution in the world at approximately $26 billion.
Does that mean like alumni? Like,
Yeah, just each year, that's how much money they're like receiving for the school.
why? Where does that even go to?
I guess research or just.
I wonder if their teachers get paid a lot.
Oh, I'm sure. I can only imagine.
The graduation cap was initially a hood and is believed to date back to the Celtic time when Druid priests wore caps and hoods to symbolize their intelligence. Can you imagine if we
Wearing
all
a
wore
hood,
hoods?
like a black hood to graduation.
That'd look a little, dark, a
Like-
little evil.
Yeah, satanic.
Yes. I feel like it'd be something out of like The Hobbit almost.
I'm
Or
glad we
Harry
don't have to
Potter.
wear that. Individuals with bachelor's degrees earn an average of 60% more than people with only a high school diploma, which adds up to more than $800,000 over a lifetime.
I don't know. After we talked about Steve Jobs, I don't know if I believe it.
I know.
I'm pretty sure he just, almost everyone's
Honestly,
paycheck
I'm
has
not
it.
even sure I'm gonna make it in the career like business world.
But at least if you do, you'll be making 60,000 more.
Yeah. So.
Well, that's all we have for today. Tune in next week for more World Facts. I'm Macy Kinder.
And I'm Rhiannon Miller. We'll see you next time.
Do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin Man that lives on Drury Lane?
She plans to travel to Switzerland, but Switzerland threw me off.
So there's that. Or, I mean, like Elrod's, you could go get burritos, enchiladas, a bunch of other foods.